say goodbye to those iconic little fish-shaped soy sauce bottles you've seen at sushi shops everywhere. South Australia is making waves as the very first state in the nation to officially ban them. This bold new policy goes into effect on September 1st, 2025, as part of the state's ambitious plan to eliminate single-use plastics. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this much-loved sushi accessory really so bad for the planet? From today onward, any plastic soy sauce container that looks like a fish or just a regular small bottle and holds less than 30 milliliters, complete with lid or stopper, will be outlawed in SA. This ban also covers those familiar tiny rectangular sauce containers. It's a big move, but what's next for your sushi takeaway experience? So what are the alternatives? Restaurants and sushi bars are being encouraged to swap these plastic containers for bulk bottles or in-store soy sauce dispensers. Still, plastic sachets are getting a green light, at least for now. Why aren't all single-use plastics being banned ASAP? The government says sachets use far less plastic, are easier to dispose of, and are less tempting and dangerous for birds and marine creatures. Imagine a curious seagull nibbling on a plastic fish, only to fall victim to pollution. This is the kind of real-world harm the ban aims to prevent. Environment Minister Susan Close points out the silver lining. While plastic sachets are not perfect, they're a step in the right direction. They're much lighter and much less wasteful, she explained. Producing these sachets also takes less energy, making their environmental footprint smaller. Still, is this enough? Some critics argue that even small plastics can add up. What do you think? This isn't SA's first rodeo with plastic bans. Remember when the state became the first in Australia to ditch plastic shopping bags back in 2009? Since 2021, coffee cups, takeaway food containers, plastic straws, cutlery, and more have been gradually disappearing from daily life. The momentum continues. 2023 saw bans on things like plastic-stemmed cotton buds and pizza savers. 2024 expanded the crackdown to thick boutique-style bags, disposable coffee cups, and balloon sticks. But it hasn't all been smooth sailing. The plan to outlaw fruit and vegetable stickers was recently postponed after agricultural industries warned the move would raise costs and disrupt supply chains. It's a classic clash: environmental priorities versus economic realities. Is it fair to ask businesses and farmers to shoulder extra costs for the planet's sake? What about the people on the front lines, the sushi shop owners? Stella, who co-owns Sushi Block in Adelaide's CBD, welcomes the change, but admits there are hurdles. We've had to work closely with suppliers to find suitable alternatives, she told ABC Radio Adelaide. If plastic fish bottles run out before replacements arrive, glass dispensers will fill the gap for customers. Supply, though, remains tight, and costs, especially for paper or eco-friendly sachets, are rising. Business owners like Stella are wary that expenses could eventually trickle down to customers. Tamika Lee Morrow, also from Sushi Block, acknowledges some will grumble, but she hopes the community sees the bigger picture. It's a tiny sacrifice for a healthier environment. South Australia's leadership in single-use plastic reform is matched only by Western Australia. While states and territories across the country have signed on to broader phase-out goals, each moves at its own pace. According to the WWF, plastic bags, plates, and bowls are banned nearly everywhere, with the Northern Territory and Tasmania soon to follow. Yet when it comes to coffee cups and other tricky single-use items, only SA and WA have leaped ahead. Should the rest of the country catch up, or are there better approaches? Premier Peter Malinauskas is adamant. This is just another milestone in SA's proud tradition of environmental change. Plastics have their place, but when they're single-use, they're just waste, he said. The Premier expects other states to imitate SA's ambitious steps, but that's not universal. Some, like the ACT, aren't planning to ban fish-shaped soy sauce containers anytime soon, arguing that more evaluation is needed before expanding bans. And this is the part most people miss. Is every single-use plastic equally bad? Should all be banned? Or is a targeted, thoughtful approach better? As costs go up for businesses and customers, should we move faster or slower on plastic reform? Where do you stand on South Australia's decision? Is it a necessary stride toward a greener future, or a step too far for businesses and sushi connoisseurs alike? Jump into the conversation below. Should other states follow or rethink the details?